them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Buffaloes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Apparently, line number 1 on the game plan, attack. Now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
He leaves it with his back. Runs through the tackle. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Looking deep. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 15. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. A 3rd down try for the offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's not afraid to go deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Wants to pass. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Here he goes. The 30, past the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hayden. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Lewis to throw. That's caught. It's Williams. Still running at the 40. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Snagged in the middle. It's Joyner. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quick release on the RPO. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Lewis wants to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hayden. Turning it on! He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Miller.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. This time they'll go to the running game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. First play of the period, 1st down here. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Lewis to throw. Quickly complete. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Finds his big tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese, 4th and short, that means decision time, or for us, green light, go for it.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And you feel pretty good about a quarterback's most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go. No push. Big stop by the D.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And the Buffaloes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Virtually unblocked, and he's stopped for a loss of 8.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Lewis wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Handoff from the shotgun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Grab behind the line. It's Eakin. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. punt is in the air on 4th down. Wants to return it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's the give off the left side. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Buffaloes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. Lewis to throw. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Looking for space, it's Joyner. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Rifles it down the middle. He's got it along the sideline. There he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Once he got some room, it was over. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lewis wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Rolling, throwing, looking right, and it's picked off for the third time today. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Red Raiders will punt this one away. They'll look to pin them deep. They kick it away on 4th down. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Lewis to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Gonna take a shot. He's got it at the 25. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Miller. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Using the quick game. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have 1st and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
On the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bucs!
Really nice nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line, getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Give to the back. Find some fresh air. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires one high and deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Here we go. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Red Raiders will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Back and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reed.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. He's got him. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Hudson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You've got to keep giving him the football.
They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Snagged in the end zone! Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Hayden. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Lewis wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. At the 40, there he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Using his legs to buy some time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Miller. There he goes. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
To the edge, it's Hayden. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They take the lead with the 6. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Coming out with it, it's Hudson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Quarterback making checks. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Grab near the marker is Hudson. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Makes the grab. It's Carter. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. and he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They booted away on fourth down. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Lewis to throw. Quickly complete. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Hayden. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job playing the football.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Buffaloes need to pick it up on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
And the Buffaloes are marching down the field. They'll go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Lewis wants to pass. Takes the easy completion. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
First down for the offense.
The Buffaloes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. The quick out. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to sling it on second down. Quick strike complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They can move that thing 1 yard here. That'll probably wrap this baby up. Here's the handoff. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
At this point on offense, late in the game with the lead, if you can run the ball, get a couple first downs, I mean, you can just bleed all these seconds off the clock and ice this thing.
You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock and it will be your friend. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado! They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He wants a big play here late. Fires and picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Lewis to throw. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The The Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
And back to the air on second down. And they're in for a touchdown late in this game.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Backed up now, here's second and long. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.